With thought, word, and deed, I salute the divinity within you.
And I, the divinity within you.
Question. I want to fill the churches, I want to fill the synagogues, I want to fill the temples. But how? The time has now come, not for theory only, but the time has now come for experience, for divinity is on the experiential level. He will find the way, the life, and the truth. And then in its final end, in culmination of the way, the life, and the truth, every man, like Jesus has said, I and my Father are one. For you are one with your Father. This was said by Christ, the universal consciousness. And that consciousness is one with the Father. For what else can exist? What else can exist except this consciousness? What else can exist? Only He exists. And because He exists, you exist. And because you exist, He exists. For there is no differentiation between relativity and no differentiation between the absolute. For the absolute is relative, and the relative is absolute. And when man comes to the realization that all this we perceive around us with our minds, with our brains, and with our senses is also divine, then you will learn the real meaning of the injunction. Love thy neighbor as thyself. But know yourself first. How can you love your neighbor as yourself if you cannot know yourself? And knowing yourself can only come through the integration of mind, body, and spirit. Isn't that what you want to see? The light of life. And life is light. And it is because of nescience and ignorance of these divine principles that you do not see the light when the light is forever there. Who creates this darkness? It's your little conditioned, patterned mind, patterns upon patterns upon patterns. And yet there are easy ways where you can go beyond the patternings. There is a hotline direct to the superconscious level. But you don't dial the number.
How can we help the planet experience itself?
How can we help the planet experience itself? We cannot. We can help human beings to experience themselves individually. There shall never come a time when everyone will be enlightened. That is a fallacy. What will come about is that as every individual becomes more and more integrated and finds within himself that my body and my mind and my spirit is but just a vast continuum, and as more and more people find this, they will become more and more beautiful people. And the analogy I always like to use is that of a flower The nature of a flower is to be beautiful, but that is not the only thing the flower does. It also enhances the beauty of the garden. It all forms part of the pattern, the wholeness of this planet. That has to be realized. And that can only be realized when we find that the essence in the grass lawn, the essence in the flowers, the essence in the rock tree is but one essence. That essence. That essence.